Hi guys. Okay, so this morning I heard the phrase, "You're not everybody's cup of tea." And as usual, I can think of so many examples where this is so true. This has been so true in my own life. You're not everybody's cup of tea. Some people like tea with sugar. Some people like tea with condensed milk. Some people like tea with evaporated milk. Some people like tea without any sweetener. You're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and that's totally okay. But you see, sometimes, I like to think of this example of like a puzzle. Think of a puzzle, and if you put puzzles together on a regular basis. When we were younger, we used to love doing puzzles, and what we would do, we came up with a strategy to put the puzzle together. So my sister and I many times would pull out all the pieces. So we'd throw all the pieces out of the box, and then we would look for the pieces with the straight edges. So because we wanted to do the border of the puzzle first, right? So that's the first thing. You throw out all the pieces, and then you pick out the straight edged pieces, and then you refer to the picture on the box, and then you try your best to put the edges together, and you're putting the puzzle together. And the thing is that sometimes there's a puzzle piece that looks like it will fit. It has the curved edge, and then the corresponding piece has the inverted edge. So you can try it because it looks like it will work. But then many times you trying to put this puzzle piece with the other one, and it just does not fit. And many times we are so convinced, we refer to the picture that we see on the box again, and we look back at the puzzle piece in our hand, and we look at the other puzzle piece, and we say, but this makes sense, this look like it will work, why is it not working? And so many times when we were younger, we would try to force that puzzle piece in place, and then you would always see that it was disjointed because it wasn't the right piece to fit into that other space. And so the point I'm making is that your life is a puzzle. But the thing is, we don't have the picture on the box. God has that picture. But so many times we think that we have a piece of the puzzle, and we want to force ourselves into relationships, force ourselves into areas where we just don't fit. And the point is that there is a place on the puzzle that you fit. So it may not be there, but there is somewhere else that you fit. I remember I met this guy one time, and I have a thing for cute guys, right? So I met this guy, and I was a little bit plumper than I am now. And so most of the guys that I meet are smaller than me for whatever reason. And they all seem to be attracted to this bigger girl, and which is what I can't understand. So met this guy, and we started talking. We went out a few times, and one day the conversation came up about weight. And I've always been on a quest to lose weight, and sometimes my motive for losing the weight hasn't always been the purest motive, and so it hasn't ever worked out well, because it wasn't really just for my health. It wasn't really for it was to look the part or to prove somebody wrong or whatever. So the motive behind me trying to lose weight wasn't the right one before. Anyway, so I met this guy, and he was saying to me, we were talking about weight loss, and he was talking about the fact that maybe I should lose some weight. And I said to him, how much weight would you want me to lose? It was really, I was asking the question as a test, because for me, once you bring weight to me because of my past, once you bring that into the picture, I know that you don't accept me as I am, and so that's a red flag for me. And so it's just like a question mark in my head. So I asked him, just as a test, I said, how much weight do you want me to lose? And he asked me in return, how much weight do you think you could lose? And I've always had a target in mind, and so I mentioned the target to him, and he said, why not surpass the target? So really what he was saying to me is, as you are right now, you're not good enough for me. As you are right now, I can't have you on my arm. I can't take you in public. I can't walk with you because I don't feel comfortable with you as you are. So maybe you have a target in mind. Maybe if you meet that target, maybe you'll be good enough to walk side of me. Maybe you'll be good enough to have my hand, and I will be proud to call you my woman. Do I need to tell you how that ended? I don't think I need to tell you how that ended. You fit somewhere. just as you are, without alterations. And this whole video is not about weight loss at all. It's not. But the point is, as you are, you fit. And there are people who will accept you, love you, appreciate you, without you making not one change to your physical frame or otherwise. Yes, don't get me wrong. Your relationships should sharpen you. Your relationships, the people in your life, should have access to say, should have the freedom to say to you if they see something wrong, should have the freedom to say, hey, have you ever considered X, Y, and Z? And, say, I'm concerned about X, I'm concerned about this thing in your life. How about we try to do something? How about you try this? There are people who are supposed to say those things to you. So don't shun that, don't shun it. There are people who are supposed to be those people in your life who come alongside you to help you and to help you to grow, because nobody is perfect, right? But then there are some people who just come to nitpick at everything about you. Those are not your people. But so many times we feel because there's a void in us, and we feel because we're getting some kind of attention from these people, even though it's not the kind of attention that we really, really want, we're getting some. So we hold on to it, and we take the abuse, we take the non-appreciation, we take it because we feel like we can't do anything better, we can't do any better for ourselves. But that's a lie. There are places where you fit. That puzzle piece, the right piece in the right place. There's a specific place for you, and there are specific people for your journey. So stop trying to force yourself like a puzzle piece that doesn't belong. Stop trying to force yourself into a place where it's not for you. The people are not for you. They don't love you. They don't appreciate you. They don't even want you there. Stop it, because there is a place where you belong. Love you. Have a great day. Bye.